for the year. Release one episode a year. That's 52 episodes.
Oh no, but I mean like double.
Do you remember how to turn on the arrow?
Hello?
Yeah.
South Africa? What?
Like by the time it's out, we'll be like,
Oh, you don't play all
I have no idea.
we're at 46.
No, I know how South Africa.
I thought your phone up by a rate.
No, 46.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Typical hobby.
I don't have my phone with me.
Oh, typical hobby.
Alright, so.
Hey, let me move.
He left his keys in my car yesterday.
Really?
Yeah. Typical hobby.
Yes.
He's like, I can't go pick you up because you have my keys.
No.
Yeah, I can't
Do you have the loop band?
Oh, me,
I
yeah.
can hear Alex. Oh.
It's like this lady.
Alright, cool.
Oh,
Put on cameras and stuff. Slash Like, bar. what are they called? Tripods?
Hey, do you want me to move it because it's kind of like angled?
Oh, yeah, yeah. And then a little you don't want to film me.
Yeah, we do.
No, I don't look good on camera. I'm more with this guy.
Usually his top is off about 30 minutes in.
Bring some more shots.
Bring us some more shots, yeah.
Yeah.
Just like this top right here.
Busted. Okay, we just press record and we're rolling.
Do we have to record this?
Yes.
Press record. Is it working?
Well, we're at 120 BPM, so try 120 answers.
We put that mic towards you just a little bit. Like split the difference.
Dude, what are you doing?
Are you sure? All right, put it back. Sorry, put it back.
Okay. Here we go.
Get to exact science.
It is.
Okay.
That was my bad.
No, that's my bad.
All good. Here. I think this is what you wanted.
Yeah, I think we go.
The logo.
Okay.
All right, we're good?
Yeah.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome and thank you for tuning in to a fantastic episode of Granted Radio.
That's right.
We are the most recent winners of Best Podcast Award by OC Weekly, as you can see from our one thing we've got up on the wall there.
Yeah.
And,
That's how important it is. It shows the importance.
we need to work on our decorations.
It's nice though.
No, I like it. It's
I mean,
minimalist.
we
Like,
take
imagine
pictures,
the award looked stupid.
but we take pictures with all the guests.
Yeah.
I mean, we could just put them all over here.
I do like how big and official that award looks.
Winner.
All right, sorry. Leading our team, as always, is the man snubbed by Disney, Emo Aladdin.
That is an understatement.
And sitting next to him is cryptozoological hunter Hazel.
That's right. Yeah. That was fun last week.
And lastly is myself, Alex. And today we are very excited to welcome to the studio Drugs in the Alley.
Yeah. Welcome, guys.
Hello.
So I'm sure everyone wants to ask this. So how long have you guys been doing drugs? In the
Hold on. 1 second. I'm going to stop you right there, and I'm going to ask the first question that always is asked. And you somehow miss it every time. Could you guys introduce yourselves one by one and just say what part of the band you are?
All right, my name is Javier, and I'm the guitarist.
I'm Marvin, I play guitar.
I'm Brian, I'm the vocalist.
I'm Julio, I play bass.
Edgar, backup vocals, percussions.
And I'm Andrew, and I play drums.
Nice.
Nice. Welcome, guys. Thank you.
Yeah, truly welcome. What a sound. What a sound.
Yeah, I'm
You
looking
guys
forward to
have
the
great
performance.
music.
Thanks.
Yeah, we get the privilege of doing a sound check before the performance, and man, you guys are very well rehearsed.
And you guys are from around here, from Orange County?
Long Beach.
Yeah.
How long have you
Great
been?
scene up there, man.
Yeah, it is.
Give us some shout outs, man. Who do you guys like to perform with as far as bands?
Bundy.
Yes,
Oh, yeah.
I just saw them.
Yeah,
I just saw them last week.
Bundy,
Yeah.
One of my favorites in Long Beach.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
They have a
They're doing great.
podcast too, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, actually, they recorded us on their podcast. Yeah, so that was fun.
Sovereign Artist was here.
Yeah,
they were too.
Yeah,
They're great. I love jamming with those guys.
Yeah, Laced in Blue, I think.
Laced in Blue?
Of Limbo.
Of Limbo.
Yeah.
Their episode comes out tomorrow.
Oh, really?
Nice.
Cool.
Nice.
And they're
Yeah,
super
those are
fun to
great.
play with.
Yeah, they're great.
How do you guys feel about the scene? I mean, it seems like it's so strong. There's so much substance.
Especially Long
behind
Beach. I think.
It's a lot up there, but you know.
It's great because everything's different.
Yeah.
Not
Yeah.
all the same, so that's pretty cool. Unless there's a synth involved, and
But it's definitely rock and
Yeah.
funk and blues, right?
yeah, a lot of them coming out.
A mix of all of them.
But
That's
there's
why
also
I like you
world,
guys.
like there's world stuff going on.
Yeah, definitely. I hear that too.
Oh.
Yeah.
You guys all, have you guys ever traveled outside the U.S.?
Yes.
Just to the motherland,
Okay.
which is Mexico.
That's
We're from
so nice.
Mexico, so.
Of course. Oh, yeah.
So
Oh, yeah.
Where'd you guys play there?
No, just we're just
No.
from there, so we've gone there. Yeah, we'd love to go there.
I'm not, I'll be honest, I'm the only one that didn't I'm the only one that didn't misinterpret that.
Okay.
Oh, but yeah, out of the country.
Quinceañeras, you know, No. weddings. No.
But that's really what I meant, though. I think
No,
it's good to kind of get out there and see what else is out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is very important.
Are you guys trying to make strides to do the international thing? Because when you have a world kind of vibe in there too, it's easy to break into markets.
I really want to do
Yeah,
that.
That'd be great.
that would be the goal. Yeah.
Oh yeah. How the show's been? What are they like?
Pretty positive, and yeah, I mean, everywhere we go, we always get pretty good feedback. And everyone that goes to go see us, they're surprised because they look at us and they're like, look at these big dudes. They don't know.
Well, definitely, I mean, yeah, if you're just listening to the music, I mean, that's not what you imagine.
No.
Yeah,
But fuck it, right?
yeah, that's the part. Yeah. That look when someone's at the bar and they just go,
Oh, priceless, man.
it's so worth it.
Yeah.
How did you guys develop your sound? Like, what decisions did you make to get to this point where you're playing this kind of music?
I don't think it was really a decision. It was just really more what we. It's kind of like when you put a bunch of ingredients in a pot and see what comes out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's kind of what we did.
Cool.
And yeah, just for the most part, we try not to make music that sounds so derivative. Just want to kind of change it up.
Yeah.
You know, because it kind of gets boring.
And it helps not to write anything and just showing up and like playing a riff and then playing along with it and then adding vocals to it and then just mixing it up, just improvising the whole
Yeah.
time.
How fun is it adding those vocals to those? You get to wait and you're
Do
like,
whatever I
oh,
want.
this is gonna be easy.
Easy as for him.
Yeah.
But the
So
songs,
you-
the
yeah, the
songs don't
music.
sound like that though. They're very
Right.
tight and
Very well thought out,
focused.
man. Yeah.
So it it might start out that way. But
Yeah, definitely. Start
You guys
off-
do focus it.
Yeah, we do focus it along. We'll play it, record it, listen to it, and then we'll add and change things here and there, and then go back at it again.
Do you layer vocals? I know you have a couple of harmonists. Do you focus on that? Is that a big focus of your sound?
If it's a focus, not really, but just to have more, just to feel the sound, I guess, with more.
Just want it to sound
Yeah.
full.
Yeah.
Totally.
It's just like, we always want to accomplish like a full, complete sound.
Absolutely. How is it playing
is.
playing drums and doing the vocals?
Great, man. It's
Yeah.
fun.
Is it a breeze? Was it a learning curve, or did you just dial it in?
I mean, it definitely took some time to perfect and, some practice,
Yeah.
for sure.
You're tight back there, man. You're very focused.
Very, yeah.
Yeah. How was it finding who were the founding members? Did it all just?
So my brother, which is to the right of me, Julio.
Yeah.
He used to be my coworker Andrew to the left of me, the drummer. So he kept asking me to introduce him because they wanted to jam, and then they became best friends over there, and then it started little by little clicking, and then they brought along Brian. I was introduced, and then we lost the guitarist, Jonathan.
He didn't die.
And then
Okay. I was gonna say we need to pause this and take a moment of silence.
And then we had Marvin. So Marvin's the newest member of the team here.
Yeah,
so
welcome.
Yeah, we kind of all just clicked and.
He's the shy one, though.
Yeah, but he's the shy.
Yeah. How's it breaking into a band like this? I mean, was it overwhelming, daunting, or did you feel like it was was it a breeze?
You don't have to answer that.
What was the first thing they did to you is that classified as a form of hazing?
Dropped his guitar.
He dropped. That was because I have about 6 or 7 guitars that I love to death.
Yeah.
And I brought one, and this guy, I let him borrow it just to play a song. He drops it.
One song.
He just tries putting it on, he drops it.
And this is while he was still auditioning.
Yeah.
I'm like, he's not coming back.
Oh my god. So what was it? Was there damage or was it fine?
No, it was fine.
Oh my god. What are the songs like, man? Were you excited when you showed up for the audition? Did you know about them before it happened?
Actually, yeah, I was excited because before I met them, I was in another band, and one of their first and our first venue shows at Quesada in Long Beach, we played together, and then ever since it'd been like 3-4 shows we would start playing together with my old band, and then my band broke up. They contacted me and they're like, hey, you want to try out? And I was already excited because I was already a fan.
Oh.
You know, they had an EP out, and
So
my
cool.
favorite songs was Latines at the time.
That's a good song.
Yeah, which we don't play yet.
But you know it.
Yeah.
You're ready to
It's
go.
on the album now.
But yeah.
How cool! How cool! And how has it been so far? I mean, bands have their, challenge to break through. But tell us about your successes. Just some cool stuff that's happened so far.
We get to do this.
Yeah.
It was really enjoyable playing Echo Park Rising last year.
Yeah, we got to do
that by far was one of the best, I feel, vibe and performances we've had.
Yeah.
So far that we've been playing.
Yeah, we played at this place called Rafa's Lounge in Echo Park, and he took a shine to us, and he invited us back for Echo Park Rising. So we're gonna get you in a really good slot.
Nice.
And he did. He came through. He got us in for like at 11 p.m. That's when the crowd was
Jam packed.
Jam packed. Yeah.
You see, I hate asking those questions of like, when do you guys play? Because most of the time, like, we play at noon. But you guys got the slot.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
We're
great.
really excited about that. Yeah, that was probably our biggest and most like energetic crowd that night.
Sure. They were warmed up. So who was on that night?
Oh, it was a bunch of bands. I forgot what they were though.
Yeah.
I think one of the bands was the Arachnids.
Oh yeah,
Oh, the Arachnids were pretty good. Yeah.
Los Boulevards was on there, yeah.
Cool, man. So cool. So is it more about doing the studio stuff or doing the performance? What?
I like to perform.
We like playing live.
Yeah.
We're all about the live performance.
Yeah. Do you guys like the extra long sets? Do you guys try to keep it tight and?
Whatever they want.
Yeah, man. It all depends on the.
Can you guys
So you guys play the
on
room?
the situation.
We've played long sets, we
Yeah.
prepare for long sets, but usually it's like a 30, 45 minute set that they
Yeah.
request
It's like the
at shows,
standard.
so usually it'll be
If there's something worth throwing, we'll do an hour plus.
Yeah.
Probably,
Nice. What are those like? Do you guys have them at like houses? You guys have them at?
Last time they did it was like a surprise birthday party for me. We did it at some bar, so that was pretty cool.
Hell yeah! Did they surprise you?
Yeah, but they lied to me. They said it was gonna be for someone else. So when I walked in, they yelled surprise, and I turned around like surprise. I had no idea what was going on.
But they told you it was a surprise.
Yeah, right after. It was for you. Like,
Oh, that's genius. Whose idea was that?
Your brother, huh?
Wow, clever dude.
Mad respect to his brother.
Oh yeah, he's been with us day one. He helped with like a lot of our equipment. And,
How so?
well, he paid for a lot of, or some for some
Our
mics and
Shure
stuff.
SM58
Mhm.
mics that we use for practice.
Those
Our
are
PA.
Everything like that.
Yeah.
They make all the difference, right?
Yeah.
Christmas.
Yeah.
And so, how's it like this? So the family supports you, right?
Yes,
Did they know all along you've got the voice?
They were kind of surprised. They still don't think I have it. They're like, "Do you, man?" So that's cool. Yeah.
No, you definitely do.
Oh, thank you. They always ask me, like, when's your next show? They act like they care, which is cool. I like that.
Yeah.
But no, yeah, I've always, I guess, sung around the house, but no one ever made a fuss about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. These guys are the only ones to be like, well, you kind of watching our back because we got something pretty good. I'm like, whatever.
Whatever.
I'll give it a shot. No, yeah, if it wasn't for them, then I probably wouldn't be doing this. It's like, I
Cool.
really have this.
Good job.
What were the
have that
first days
stigma.
like? Was it a challenge applying melodies and ideas?
Not for me. I felt like I was really comfortable with them. I've known
Yeah.
them for a long time, so I was like, I'm just gonna go ahead and do what I got, what
Yeah.
I got. And if they say no, I'll just be back where I was.
Yeah.
If they say yes, this is gonna happen.
Nothing to lose.
Yeah, they're like, come back. I'm like, for sure. I'm down. Yeah.
So, what about the recording process like? What do you guys like to do? Live tracking?
we try live track.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
I
try.
think like these guys have been playing a lot less longer than I have. So like overall they have a little bit less experience recording, and so do I. But I have like a few more times under my belt than they do.
Sure.
But I mean, like we're still working it out to find the best way, for us to record.
Right, your process. Yeah.
So it's just like, that hasn't really been available yet to us, so
It's almost trial and error, right?
Yeah.
We almost have to figure out what you don't want,
exactly.
and that'll zero in what works for you guys.
And we're all about a situation, or trying to maintain a situation, where there's really no hard limitations on anything.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Because it affects the creative process, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's really just it's an open door. So.
Yeah. Well, I love how you guys arrange these songs. Very well thought out. Do you guys get outside influence, like friends that come in the studio and help produce, or is this really just all you guys' baby?
It's
It's really just the
So you
six
guys-
of us, yeah.
You guys capture it, mix it, produce it, all?
The first album we have out on Spotify, we had someone help us. His name was
Steve, yeah.
Steve. And,
It's good to remember his name. That's
Yeah.
We'll give him a shout out.
You don't have to. But,
No,
Yeah, well, I personally wasn't a huge fan of how it came out, but we did a lot of tracks. We did like 13 tracks, 14 tracks. 14. And we were just like, let's just get it out there.
Good
we had
job.
Like, we did it in, what, 4 days?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Wow.
It's pretty much live mixed,
Yeah.
and he was supposed to, you know, do the finishing mixing on it, but we got it back from him, and it was, he didn't touch it.
Do you guys have the tracks?
Yeah, he didn't touch it.
Yeah, we have all the tracks.
Yeah.
All
You
the
do?
raw recording. All the tracks.
Yeah, I think somebody can fix that for you.
Have that at least. We thought about it, but like we have a whole new set of songs. That
Doesn't
we
that always
got
happen,
to,
right? You just
know?
get better and evolve, and
Yeah.
you're like, fuck it, just move on.
It's definitely something that like we're back and forth on, you know. So we'll see what happens.
What are the new stuff like?
Yeah,
even compare it to just the last 3 or 4 songs.
Like what we just started playing for you, like the pre-show is kind of a little bit
something new, yeah.
I feel like it has more of a drive.
Yeah.
Okay.
A little
bit of a
fuller,
heavier sound, yeah.
more
Yeah.
energy.
Tends to help the crowds too, get them engaged a little more.
Yeah.
We're big supporters of the local scene.
Absolutely.
We actually love to go and watch the live performances because we were sorry to disappoint you, but there are only gonna be 5 dudes clapping for you today.
We're loud though, we're loud.
And then we always have that moment where like the band finishes one of their songs. I'm like, woo! And it's just like 3 of us. Like, it's hard to show like
For some band, that's probably 2 more than the.
There's been a couple times where we get a singer-songwriter in here, you know, just a guy strumming on the guitar, and at the end you have to, you're not, it's not like a pump, like, it's just like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
But
Please the vodka before the show.
how do you guys respond to those shows? Because I mean, I performed it. I mean, it's just a part of the business. So
Yeah.
how does it change you guys' vibe? Are you guys able to just kind of what do you guys do when something like that happens? There's like 5 people in the crowd.
Well, these guys are always scolding me because I'm very stiff when I play.
Yeah.
I just like to play the bass line and then
I love
that's
it. Yeah.
Yeah,
Great bass
and
line.
I've noticed that when the crowd engages, I engage
start
with
tapping
them. So
the
yeah,
foot.
I'll start moving around more. So
Yeah.
yeah, it's a big thing.
So
Yeah.
promoting is important. How do you guys do it?
We don't.
Instagram.
Yeah, we're so
Really
bad.
bad
Yeah.
about it.
Well, you guys
They-
promoted the
you
show
know,
pretty well though on Instagram.
Yeah, we posted it yesterday, right?
We did it a couple of times, you know.
Yeah, we see-
It's that is not our strong point at all.
Well,
We're really
it shouldn't
just
be.
about playing.
Yeah,
like
playing.
we're about
Takes
the
time.
live experience and playing, and like
We're all
we'll
secret
take
shows.
the live shows and all that.
Secret
but-
show.
Well, that's kind of a recurring theme that we've found, I think. You know, social media is kind of a necessary evil.
Yeah.
No
Yeah.
one wants to do it. You kind of feel like you have to. And
Absolutely.
It's a shame that's how,
Yeah.
you know, it works these days.
But then you got people like your brother who's willing to help. Dude, there are
Yeah.
probably so many people willing to help. You know, you can just say somebody, here is our login. We're gonna just give you like a shared folder. We're gonna
Yeah,
upload
like
some
a
pictures
fan.
on there and just do it for us. They'll be willing to do it for free. I mean,
Sure.
it's obvious.
Fortunately, my brother's in the band, so. So,
He's not good at it either.
But it's a fantastic sound. How'd you guys pick your 3 songs you guys are gonna do?
Good question.
You guys choose
We
them.
just-
I guess it was
we
kind
just
of like,
chose them,
it was
yeah.
just kind of like, I guess how it flowed, right? Like,
Yeah,
we
when we were practicing.
and they're like, hey, let's just do these 3 songs.
and then it's our newer material too that we're
Cool.
starting to bring out. So
Oh, cool.
we want to start sharing that out.
Great.
How
Yeah.
cool.
But that's not out there right now. It's not on.
No.
No.
Ooh, all right.
Yeah.
Just in the dark web.
Yeah. And on like YouTube videos and stuff
Yeah.
posted and
Yeah,
it's
like live
crap.
videos.
That's cool that Peter posting you guys' videos you guys performing. It's really amazing.
What do you guys play usually? Is it always in Long Beach? Or you come down here? You go to
But
LA?
LA,
Yeah, like, well, in the beginning when we first started, it was mostly Long Beach, but then somehow, like, it's, now we don't play in Long Beach as much.
Right.
Right, so
Really?
if I was, like, in LA,
Well, where's been your guys' favorite place to perform? Like, favorite venue?
I enjoyed the Federal Bar in Long Beach.
Oh, that was
that
great.
was
really
That was
good.
underground,
I
yeah.
think we opened up for James Super K.
Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah.
Alex's bar is
Alex's bar is
great
great,
too.
too.
Yeah, I like Alex's bar.
And what makes a venue good? Is it the sound? Is it
the sound definitely.
And the crowds.
The sound
Yeah,
guy.
yeah. There's good crowds, you know, and it makes it easier for us to just jam with them.
Yeah.
Peppermint in LA had a great sound too.
Yeah, Peppermint LA.
Definitely.
Walk us through your rig. What do you have set up?
As far as me as percussions, I have a tambourine, a maraca, and a salt shaker, which I kind of just flow around to back up to the drums.
Yeah.
And to back up to the vocals, I kind of just throw a little of me in there, you know. I don't have the greatest voice, but what I can help with, I can throw out there.
Oh,
as
you
well.
certainly
yeah.
do.
Yeah, so, you know, I get lectured by my man over here because he has a lot of experience, so he's a very good teacher, so, you know, I'm learning from the best from all these guys. You know, these guys are all great teachers.
Dude, it's just such a great blend.
Yeah.
Even to throw that in that, it's just what an added benefit. Okay, so how about yours? What do you have set up? As far
Well,
as
yeah, so like typically I usually have like 2 or 3 guitars today, but a little more, I guess, lately I've been really lazy, so I just stick to one now. Yeah, and then because they all give me like a different sound, and then of course my pedal, you know, pretty much, mainly it's like overdrive, fuzz, and some delay here and there, and then of course I got my Marshall amp, you know, which I've had for like years, and as you can see,
It won't die.
It won't die. It's having that on the box, and it's like, whoa.
He's dropped it many times.
Yeah, we gotta take a picture of it.
It's
No, that's fine. No,
Where did you find it?
I got it at a pawn shop. Well, it wasn't like that before. That's my fault. Yeah, it's because like it was making a buzz, like a buzzing sound, and I took off like the whole box.
Yeah.
And then when I left it outside, and then when I came back, it started raining, so like it just messed it out. So I was like, great. So I had to just like deal with it like that.
It looks amazing, man.
Yeah, these guys feel differently.
I like that. I like character.
How about you? What do you have for your rig?
I use a Strat, and actually, before joining them, I was an Epiphone guy.
Huh.
So it gave me a reason to buy a Strat because they always told me like the other guitarists had this specific sound.
Yeah.
And then after that, I ended up buying a twin reverb.
Nice.
And then just a bunch of pedals, like a bunch of pedals. Like that's not even half of the pedals I have. It's just.
Isn't it fun collecting them?
It's fun. Yeah.
What's next on your list? What are you gonna get?
Next.
As far as there's always a next, right?
Another guitar.
No, as far as a pedal, what do you have your eyes on?
Oh. I don't know. That's a good question.
You nerd
No,
down, like
wish
maybe
list,
like a
wish
mod or
No comment.
because like I heard there was a keyboardist in the band because I was in the control room getting the signal. I'm like, where's this keyboard coming from? And I come outside and you've got a synth pedal.
Oh, yeah.
Dude,
No, that's what it was.
you fooled me, my friend. Yeah, very cool. Are you gonna throw it in today?
Yeah.
Okay, very rad.
And
very
bass?
rad.
I'm playing off of a 1960s retro Fender jazz bass. I mean,
Okay.
it's made newer, but it's based off everything
Like
off
old
the
model.
60s, yeah. And
Yeah.
then I'm just playing on Ampeg.
Perfect.
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah.
We're stoked.
One thing I wanted to ask, because I've been dying to know, where you guys came up with the name. Because there's a lot of places I like to do drugs.
Oh, yes.
The alley is
So
pretty
how
well
long
my
have you guys
place.
been doing drugs in the alley? Thanks for ruining that.
Alright, so one time we were throwing a party at my place, and I still live with my parents. And so my mom's like anti-drugs, and unfortunately, when you have parties, there's gonna be drugs, right?
Yeah.
So I was like telling,
Yeah.
it was a mistake. I didn't even intend it. I was like, hey guys, like if it's drugs, it's gotta be in the alley. So drugs in the alley.
Drugs in
And
the
Nice.
someone
Just
said,
kept
oh
chanting
my
the drugs
god.
in the alley. Drugs in the alley.
That's like you're saying to them. So like, hey, like if you're gonna do drugs, do them out there. And then next thing you know, like it became a choice.
Drugs in the
And
alley.
then, yeah, like and there you go. It sucked, you know.
Cool.
Such a funny.
I like it.
Yeah, it's
Do you
funny.
guys have this website? Like, is that available? Like, is that a domain that's available? Drugsinthealley.com. Did you check?
Probably, yeah.
Probably get
Yeah,
raided
check.
all.
What do you
The DEA is like, hey, I'm knocking on my door. We're gonna use your address, bro.
You know, like there's like Beatlemania or Beatlemaniacs. So like your fans, like, are those the druggies or how do you?
That's a good question.
The crackheads?
The crackheads.
We literally have crackhead fans.
What are they like? I mean,
I
is there
think
certain?
it's more about to like generate interest,
Yeah.
right? And just to be like, oh, like that's just interesting sounding. Like I wonder what they sound like, and
Yeah.
Oh
then
yeah.
they actually go and they listen, and you get hit with our sound, and it's just like, oh wow, okay, like this is cool. I
Pleasantly
like that.
surprised. Yes.
And then the name just kind of just grows on you. It's just like, okay, like this, it's just just their name.
That's exactly right.
That's just what it is.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you guys
nailed
have
it.
the same influences bring into the band? Like sort of similar influences?
No, not really.
No.
Not at all. It's just I think that's what makes it cool, right? I think
Yeah, it's a little bit different
it's a
from
little
everybody.
different, you know. Like
Yeah.
for example, this guy's kind of more like a '90s music, kind of like Weezer and.
He's got the stroke shirt on. That's because I
Yeah.
love the strokes.
I love that.
And then and then Brian's like a little bit of everything. He's like a mutt,
Yeah, music mud.
Yeah. And I know Drew's like the only one that's classically trained here. You know, the guy who actually went through like the whole It's that whole process.
He toured actually. He went to
Czech Republic.
Slovakia?
Oh, no.
Yeah,
Czech
Czech
Republic, Czech Republic, yeah.
Wow.
That's another story.
Yeah. We have to do like an exclusive, Patreon exclusive
I was just
story.
saying Patreon exclusive for sure.
After the performance, for sure, we got to get to find out more about that. But do you feel like they have a lot more to learn, or do you feel like they're like kind of getting up to speed with you?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Because I can tell you love them and their sound, man. You got a real passion for it.
Definitely, they love music and they're my friends, and like it's you know, it's just all the things that you're looking for as like a musician wanting to play with like a group.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
How
it's
long was your
just,
search from that last band to?
It's always a search. Like, you know,
Still is.
not like that, but like it's you know, when you're not playing like with a band actively, you know, it's like I'm searching. You know, like I'm always like searching. You know, so it's just you know, I'm not searching right now. You know,
Right.
so and I'm really happy. You know, like with the
How soon
improvements.
after you moved down here from Pennsylvania did you get involved with you guys?
Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
He's originally from Pennsylvania.
Where?
It's just north of Pittsburgh, a town called Mars.
Okay.
Cool.
Yeah. So it was at least like 4 years, I think, 4 or 5 years or so. 4 years maybe.
Well, it seems like you guys are well underway. Seems like you got great stuff going on. Granted, you might need to ask a friend to take care of the social media.
Right.
Yeah. But the music's dialed in. I mean,
So
wow.
how many new songs do you guys have? You're playing 3 today, but in total.
Well, I think it's about
Yeah, like 6 or 7
Yeah,
right
so-
now.
Wow.
All right.
We really need like only need like 2 more songs, and then we're ready to do another album. But we're trying to be
Picky.
smart and kind of picky about this one, you know, so we don't end
You
up
should,
wasting
yeah.
our money and getting a good
14
experience.
is a lot of tracks.
14 was a lot.
Are you guys finding a theme, like as far as the album, like the sound of these collection of songs, or are they kind of varied?
It has a little psychedelic vibe to it.
Yeah?
All right.
What do you guys think?
Sweet.
Yeah, I agree.
I love
The
that.
name works then.
Going in our own, yeah.
Well, you guys, you touched briefly on how you put the songs together, but how long does the whole process take? From like, oh, I have an idea, you know, for a guitar riff to, okay, this track is done.
Great
You know.
question.
I think our process is a bit unorthodox because I was always told that when a band writes music, it's always best to leave one member make it, and then everyone just kind of
Fills in.
fill in with,
Yeah.
with what the structure is, right?
A lot of bands we play with do that. too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And, but we don't. Like ours is more of a spur of the moment. We don't try to rush it. We kind of make it like an art. You know, like we don't like, hey, we gotta like keep making music and let's keep doing it. Someone's gotta come up with something. And I think it's really more of a spur of the moment.
Yeah.
Like when it comes with riffs, I think with us personally too, right?
Yeah.
Now one thing is you playing on your own and just messing around and something comes out, and then you come and say, hey guys, let's try this. You know, But
Yeah.
I think for the most part, we just try not to rush it. You know.
Someone will play something,
that.
someone will be like, can you do this instead? I'm like, all right. And then, so it's all collaboration usually.
Yeah, sometimes we felt comfortable playing a song in 2 weeks after
Yeah.
we'd come up with, and then sometimes 3 months. So.
Like four
Wow.
practice sessions, and then we'll be like, let's just try it at this show.
Yeah.
Why not?
See the reaction of the crowd.
I mean, you know, they say 2 heads are better than 1, and so you guys are gonna like kill it this one.
Do you guys religiously practice? Is it once a week, twice a week? You guys don't miss it? Like
We were doing once a week,
Yeah.
and then we stopped doing that. And then we were like, we gotta stop doing that. And we started doing 2 times a week recently.
Yeah, so we're doing 2 times a week right now.
Wednesdays and Fridays.
Very good, man. Wow, that's a lot of work.
When you guys are practicing together and you know, creating music, everyone gets an equal voice. You're pretty good about not like stepping on each other's toes. Everyone's open to suggestions and stuff.
Everyone has an equal voice, it's just some of us don't speak up.
Yeah.
That's the bad thing about it, yeah.
I mean, yeah, it always
Like
sounds
the shy guy, like the shy guy.
But one of the things that I think it's worked out so far, because a lot of us like have different opinions, right? It's like 6 different personalities, but
Yeah.
we all somehow have like a similar ear. Like we'll be like, dude, this doesn't sound very great, and then everyone's like, you know what, it did. I like it, but I know I didn't. And it goes back. Like sometimes we'll be like, oh, maybe we'll take a little personal, right? Because it's what you did. But at the same time, we're like, you know what, maybe they're right.
Yeah.
I just kind of dumped it.
Yeah,
So-
it's interesting when somebody just points something out like that. It just allows the opportunity just to think about it and see if it is worth
Yeah.
doing something about. Does it become daunting when you get closer to like time to record? Like, oh shit, we really actually have to get this thing to where we're all happy with the way it sounds. Because that's pre-production, right? Just to make sure when you go in there, it's
Luckily, we haven't had a deadline or anything like that for us to be too pressured to
Good.
do anything. So
Yeah.
it's only shows.
So, yeah.
We just try to time things up for shows. Something
yeah.
like that.
We'd love to get you down here to do some shows in Orange County.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Any shows coming up soon?
We have the festival, Summer 11 Fest.
Well, we are playing Tuesday as well,
Nice.
guys.
Yeah, we just got added to
Sweet.
lineup on Tuesday at the Epic Lounge in Downey.
Cool.
I believe.
Congratulations, man. Awesome.
Yes. But the one we're looking forward to is Summer 11 Fest, which is a festival of all local bands in Long Beach.
Amazing.
And
Amazing.
some from LA. Yeah.
And some from LA, yeah.
Yeah. Well, congrats, man. It's going to be a group of really good musicians. Do you know who else is confirmed?
There's Twinsies. Twinsies is playing that one, and then there's a band called La Chamba. Who else is playing? The Steins, which are becoming really good friends of ours. Yeah, they're really
This
good.
chick named Crystal.
Crystal.
She was in Twin Seas.
Uh-huh.
She did her own thing. She's amazing.
She has a voice,
You should check her out.
Yeah, we would love to. Yeah.
Kinda in love with her, but
That makes two of us.
yeah, she's really great. I'm looking forward to checking her out. I mean, checking her music out.
Oh, right, totally. Alex, maybe you should be tasked with reaching out to her.
Yeah, research.
Yeah, no, gladly.
Okay, very perfect. Guys, I mean, you guys are a really great bunch. I mean, just level-headed. You guys don't seem like you have, give too much problems to the people you work with as far as like venues. Do you guys ever cancel shows? You guys ever had to cancel a show?
I had to cancel once. I was really sick.
Yeah.
And I did a show before, and I pushed it. And then I was like, you know what, we'll be fine for the next day. And then I had to call her and be like, you know what, I'm sorry, I can't do it.
Yeah.
And it turned out that they wanted an acoustic set, which we didn't really have.
Yeah.
But we were willing to improvise. But
I don't think we've ever canceled day one.
Yeah.
Like the day of the show.
Yeah.
But an acoustic version of you guys sounds
Yeah.
so
It just ended up working.
It still works.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Oh, like throw on some like bonus tracks.
That's the
on the
B-side,
album.
right?
Yeah, that would be rad.
So, do you guys you guys played covers before, or any covers?
we want to.
Want
Well, I
to,
do.
but there's one guy in the band that doesn't agree with the
You should
covers.
have
He should have been there.
No, we're all for original
What?
music too.
It could include the Shy Guy, but we'd never known how.
Let me guess, he's the passive one.
That's aggressive over there.
And the group messages.
Shut up, Mark. So loud.
He just likes everyone's message to make peace.
Oh, that's hysterical.
That's that guy.
I disagree with what you say, but here.
Yeah. Oh man, that's funny.
No, I understand why. I think I know why you asked that. Is that we've found, especially in Orange
Yeah.
County, the OC music scene, everyone loves their covers. You know, they don't like the original so
Smart
much.
to love
Yeah.
covers. It's the one way to connect with the crowd.
Right, you can feel out the room that way.
And you guys would interpret the shit out of a cover. You
Yeah.
guys wouldn't do a carbon copy.
Right.
We wouldn't. That's definitely something where, because I think last time we had a list of like 3 songs we wanted to do, but then we heard them and it's just kind of one of those where like, dude, like we can't make this our own. Like the song's like too set. Like there's those songs where you just cannot, like you have to leave it alone.
True.
However, and one of the examples I give is Shadow Play from the Killers, right? You
Yeah.
listen to it, like if you listen to the original one and the Killers version, you're like, oh my god, the Killers really
Yeah.
killed it.
Oh yeah, they did.
They killed it. They made it amazing. So I think that's what we want to do.
Well, I love Weezer, right? But that's my complaint about Africa.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly the same.
But then did you guys hear the Toto version of a Hash Pipe? And they were like, oh my god.
No.
Yeah. Yeah, I
That was
watched them
great.
perform it live at the fair last year.
Yeah, nice.
Dude, yeah, they were incredible. Toto are just incredible.
Yeah.
But so are you guys. I mean, what do you guys, where do you truly see yourselves in like 3 years?
Yes. What's the vision?
Yes.
Hell yeah.
We're trying to do the
Wait, you talking about going or performing?
Performing on the floor.
No, you're performing. You're there.
We're trying to do the observatory for sure because that's one of our goals.
Yeah.
And Coachella, yeah, we need to do Coachella. It's just something
It's,
we have to
you can
get
totally
to,
see
you know.
it. Yeah.
Well, I'm excited to hear you guys' new music.
Yeah, I was gonna say, why don't we go in the other room?
Yeah, but just make sure when you guys do Coachella, get the fucking social media person on board.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm sure by then.
Coachella, please
social
be
media.
Caffeine.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, by the way, we're playing Coachella today.
A secret show.
All right,
Cool.
great.
Let's go in.
Yeah, let's go in the other room where you guys play.
Great work, guys.
Stop the
That was very enjoyable.
Coachella's one of those things I kind of want to go, but I don't think I like it. I think like, yeah,
I mean, you have to be on You got to be completely wasted
or on drugs
or on drugs
in the alley
in the
or any other place.